Sometimes it is a word, sometimes a silence. That brings together people from every corner of the world. We all speak different languages and walk different paths. Yet, no matter where we are, every path converges in the same feeling. As Rumi said, it is not those who speak the same language, but those who share the same feeling, who understand each other. These words remind us of the unity at the core of humanity and the universal language of love. Peace begins where people choose to understand each other, despite their differences. This choice merges with Rumi's philosophy of love and tolerance, transforming into unity. This journey is not only about finding ourselves, but also about discovering one another. Not only about uncovering our own truth, but also the shared truth of humanity. O mankind, we created you from a male and a female, and divided you into nations and tribes, so that you may come to know one another. Centuries ago, Rumi set out from Khorasan with his family, leaving the city of Balkh due to the Mongol invasion and political circumstances. After passing through cities such as Baghdad, Mecca, Damascus, and Malatya, he finally settled in Konya, the capital of the Anatolian Seljuk state. In Konya, Rumi received a traditional madrasa education and deepened his understanding of Islamic jurisprudence, Quranic interpretation, and Sufism. Yet he felt a spiritual emptiness and expressed in his prayers a longing for a true companion. Around the same time, Shamsi Tabrizi was offering a similar supplication. "Oh Lord, bring me together with a friend who will open the doors within me." In 1231, following his father's passing, Rumi assumed his father's important spiritual role and gained recognition as a respected scholar. However, his true spiritual transformation would only begin in 1244, upon his encounter with Shams Tabrizi. In 1244, as Rumi walked through the Konya bazaar lost in thought, he suddenly came across a stranger he had never seen before. This stranger was Shamsi Tabrizi. When these two wise souls met, the busy marketplace seemed to vanish, and time itself stood still. The deep intensity in Shams's gaze reached the hidden truths within Rumi's heart. Shams and Rumi's friendship was beyond worldly relationships. Together, they ventured into the depths of divine love and knowledge. Their days-long conversations were strengthened by a spiritual bond. This friendship was like a light that brought them closer to God. However, the people, driven by jealousy, pressured Shams, accusing him by saying, "You have taken our teacher from us." They failed to understand the true meaning of this divine bond. Under their pressure, Shams was forced to leave. This separation brought great pain to Rumi.
"I've heard. You've resolved to leave us. Do not. You incline toward another beloved, another friend. Do not. In those foreign lands, O stranger, what do you seek? Which wounded heart do you intend to claim? Do not. Do not steal us from ourselves. Do not head toward those others. You set your sights on those already taken. Do not. O moon, for you the heavens are in ruins, overturned. You would ruin and overturn us just the same. Do not.
Shams's departure left a deep void in Rumi's soul. This separation marked the beginning of a transformation that led him toward divine love. After Shams, Rumi, deepening his Sufi journey, developed the practice of sema as part of his inner search. According to old narratives, one day Rumi was listening to the rhythmic sounds of blacksmiths' hammers in the marketplace. The steady beats reminded him of the name, Allah. This fervor spontaneously moved him to start whirling. Sema symbolizes the human soul's spiritual ascent and its return to God. Each movement reflects the rotation of the universe, surrender in servitude, and divine love. The garments worn during the ritual carry profound symbolic meaning. The black cardigan, worn as the outermost layer, represents the burdens of worldly life. Removing it marks the end of lust and selfishness, signifying the Semazans' departure from the material world and the beginning of their spiritual journey toward eternity. The traditional Mevlevi hat represents a tombstone, symbolizing the death of the ego and the abandonment of worldly desires. And the long white garment symbolizes a burial shroud, representing the liberation from earthly attachments. His right hand is directed towards the sky as he prays, and his left hand is facing the ground. This stance is to share the love he receives from God to the public. During the Sema, the way the white dress spreads out as it turns reflects the infinite motion of the universe and the soul, as well as the depth of divine love. This divine rapture stirred deep echoes within Rumi's soul, laying the foundation for a work that would illuminate his spiritual journey. The universal rhythm of the Sema inspired the transformation of divine love into words. The most powerful manifestation of this inspiration came to life in Rumi's immortal work, the Mesnevi. The first 18 couplets of the Mesnevi were a reflection of the pain and longing he felt. The very first couplet symbolized a call emerging from the depths of his soul.
Listen to this reed, how it tells its tale, how it speaks of separations. It says, "From the day they cut me from the reed bed, my cries have moved both men and women to weep. I need a heart, torn by this severance, so that I may reveal to it the pain of longing."
This story whispers the pain of separation and the call of divine love in a universal language. Rumi not only discovered his own truth, but also revealed the essence of humanity. He taught that the path to divine love lies in shedding the layers of the ego and reconnecting with the true self. Listen to this reed, how it complains. It speaks of separations. Like the Nay, humans long to return to their essence, but this return requires letting go of worldly burdens and surrendering to the truth. While the Nay speaks of separation, its sound carries the call of reunion as well. Now is the time to embark on our own journey, following in Rumi's footsteps. By listening to the voice of the essence within us, we can uncover the depths of this path. Love is a dark well. You cannot know its depths until you fall into it.